Okay, so the first machine that we're going to start with is a seated leg curl machine. This is a machine that we have in both fitness centers on campus. So I'm going to demonstrate it here at the Palm View Fitness Center where I work, but in Jill's Fitness Center as well. She has it. So it works exactly the same in both places. The first thing that you're going to want to do is adjust the bottom pad for the back of your legs. Okay, so I'm not that tall, so in order to do that, you unscrew it. Alright, and then you just slide it to wherever you need. If you're taller, you need to slide it away. If you're closer, or if you're shorter, you need to slide it closer. Okay, so once it's in the appropriate place, we're going to try and sit back here. The next thing you got to do is figure out what adjustment you need as far as the back of your seat. So again, if you're shorter, you want the seat to come all the way up, right? If you're taller, you want it all the way back. I'm going to be right in the middle here. See if that's about right. So when I sit down here, I want to make sure that the back of my calves are on this platform right here, okay? So if it's any further down, if it's on your ankles, even on your Achilles, it's a little bit too far down. And you can adjust that by either pulling that up or pushing yourself a little bit closer with the seat. The next thing that you need to do is lock yourself in with this platform right here, okay? So there's a little knob here. You're going to pull that down, and then wherever it goes, that it sits naturally on your legs, so now your legs are locked in. These machines are really good at protecting the joints because there's so many different locking mechanisms in them so that you just isolate a certain muscle group. If you want to increase the weight, this is how all of our machines are. We have no actual weights. We have free weight dumbbells, but our machines are all hydraulic powered. So you have a minus button and a plus button. Plus button increases the resistance. Minus button decreases the resistance. This visual aid over here will show you how much resistance you have, and it will also count your repetitions. So when you're doing this exercise specifically, you want to try and keep your toes pointed towards your knees, back towards me. Do not let them go out. Back here. Again, that'll protect that knee joint and making sure that you're working the proper muscles. You're going to curl in nice and tight, keeping those toes up, back and forth. Okay, that's all you're going to do. This is a really good machine to work on your legs. Unlike some other machines, this does not put any strain on the knees. So if you have any knee issues at all, this is the machine that you want to go to try and build some muscular definition in your legs. So the second machine that I'm going to demonstrate today is the seated leg extension machine. So this is a machine that is also in both fitness facilities on campus. With this machine, the first thing that you'd like to do, again, is take the platform that your leg is actually going to be touching and adjust it. So shorter people want it to come higher. You want it to come right in between the knees and the ankles there. Okay, so actually a little bit below, kind of towards the mid area of the shin. So you unscrew this knob, okay? We're going to set it up. My leg is probably going to be right about there. It might take you a few times to get it exactly where you want it. You're also going to adjust the back of the seat just like the other one. If you're shorter, you want to pull it forward. If you're taller, you want to push it all the way back. I'm going to go right in the middle here. Okay, you're going to make sure that you are connected in the back here and your legs are connected down here. I did not raise it up. It needs to be up a little bit higher than where it's touching my ankle joint now. It needs to be a little bit higher than that. So I'm going to pull it up just right about there. I have both feet completely underneath it. All right. Pretty simple for this one. You sit back, the handles on the side have your plus and minus. You add a little bit of resistance, whatever is appropriate for you, and then again bring those toes towards the knees. Okay, don't let them just sit flat down. You want them towards the knees. This is engaging your joints and making sure that you're using your muscles properly, and you're going to extend out and come back down. Now, in comparison to the last machine, this does put significant strain on the front of the knee. So if you have any knee issues, this machine
would be one to stay away from. If you're completely fine with no knee issues, then it's not going to hurt you, but it does put more pressure and strain on this joint than that machine does, than the seated leg curl. So it's still a really good machine, really nice and smooth to be able to build some muscular definition in your legs, and it does work a different muscle group than the leg curl, but as I mentioned, it is the one that has a little bit more strain in the actual knees themselves. So this is a machine that works your upper back, and this machine we only have in the Palm View Fitness Center. So it's a really good machine, but you're not going to be able to find it over in Palm Center. So what you're going to do here is first adjust the seat, okay, for wherever you need to be. You kind of have to lift up and up. So you have to angle the seat up in order to get it up or down, and then you pick your spot and kind of let it flat, and it sits there just like that. You need to be able to be at the proper seat height where your feet are still touching the ground. Your feet cannot be dangling off the ground here. The seat height you want to put up so that it's square. In this square, it will be right in the center of your chest, all right? Because you're going to be leaning against this in order to use this machine. This machine is a really, really, really good machine for muscle building, and it's very smooth on the joints. So I want it probably right about here for me. And then the second thing that we're going to adjust is how far out this needs to be. So this is depending on how long your arms are here, okay? Because you need to stay connected to this. If you have really long arms, you're going to put it way far back, okay? If you have really short arms, you're going to put it really close. Okay, so I'm going to try and put it right here in the middle. So I'm going to sit. Platform is right at my chest here. Plant my feet. There are 2 foot plants right there on the ground. I plant my feet, put my arms out. It should be a perfect extension right where I grab. Now the handles, there's a plus and a minus right here. You add a little bit of weight. You can hold the weight back down just with the buttons. And then you'll see that these kind of rotate a little bit, and this is just for nice smooth motion on your wrist as you pull out. Everybody has a little bit different range of motion in their wrist, and this allows for that. Okay, so as you pull out, it'll naturally kind of go with your range of motion. You want to try and really scrape your elbows back behind you, squeeze your shoulder blades together, all right, and nice and smooth, squeeze those shoulder blades back and forth. Notice how I'm not leaning back when I do this. Do not do that. That's going to put way too much strain on your low back. Stay connected. Pull using the back part of your arms and your upper back. All right? And back down. All right, that's going to complete our tutorials for this month. I'm going to be adding tutorials on every single piece of equipment that we have, and I'm also going to be adding a lot more fitness videos as we move through the new year here. So hopefully you can take advantage of these opportunities, and I'll see you soon.